Yo, what's going on, y'all? Januzzi here. Gonna be making another video on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And there's a lot of stuff I noticed that people are missing in their runs. It's been over a year since the game been out, and there's stuff that people just aren't using. And I was like, what are they missing out on here, man? So I'm gonna showcase it. Now the PC version came out and it brought back a lot of hype. So this is another reason why I'm jumping back on. I played the PC version. Looks fantastic. It's really good. But yeah, you guys know that I haven't been doing any challenge runs. Well, I dropped out of the challenge runs because there's so many games out and I've been missing out. My backlog's backed up and I'm still got more to do. Like Monster Hunter Wilds, got Suikoden coming out here soon too. I'm gonna be packed playing different games. So I figured, since I noticed a lot of people are missing stuff, I'll just make a video about it and let the internet go from there, so they can have some new ideas and some fun stuff they can do, you know. And plus, good tips for people who just want to clear the game, for newbies and for veterans alike, so back and forth. So let's not waste any more time and I'll just jump into some of the goodies, especially with Aerith and Yuffie. Okay, now I reset this a few times just so I can make sure Kujata comes up and does Ferocious Lion. I just wanted that to showcase like the Gorgon shield that gives you back ATB. It's pretty nice. Block through some of these dumb things here. Gorgon shield block. Use that for the skill master. Set it back up. Use a heat wave just to throw out an ATB move. I'll throw out another ATB move. I'll hit them both. Basically give me back all my ATB. And I'm ready to just cast through this move here. Just eat the damage, doesn't matter. Kill him. Burst down Phoenix. He'll be dead too. And this is probably like one of the fastest ways you can get this first match down. So let's see the time. Like I'm not running through the whole entire rulers here. I'm just showing you how fast this first run is. And I had a few mistakes there. I could have done that faster. I think I could about 5 seconds faster if I was on my A game, but I was kind of just messing around. See how fast that run was. So the first match ended up being 34 seconds. Now I said I could probably save up 5 seconds, but yeah. Well, let's get into the stuff and show you what that. All right, now let's look at the gear I was using for that fight, and then what I'd probably use if I was using an Aerith solo versus rulers. I'd use these 3 items here for equipment, and it'd be very fire focused, so I'd have it all attached like Swift Cast, Magnify, MP Absorb, and Magic Focus, all attached to fire. This one, for the Phoenix fight, obviously you want to use Ice on them. Then I'd have Enemy Skill, ATB Boost, ATB Stagger, Skill Master, Magic Up, First Strike Materia. It's very fire focused, so extra fire damage doesn't hurt. Reprieve, you can replace this if you want, but I don't see any need for anything, and just in case you screw up, you can still survive with 1 HP. ATB charge rate, very important for Aerith because she always needs the ATB, and then the magic attack power. Now you notice I'm not using like precision defense or the steadfast block because with my build I don't need it, really, to tell you the truth. Just time your blocks and you won't need this, except for against like Bahamut or Titan, the guys that try to grab you. Yeah, you don't need that. You can just warp to your ward. Sometimes you'll get grabbed, it'll suck, but just try again. Try to focus on your warping more. But yeah, I don't think I'd need it if I was going to do a solo Aerith run versus rulers. And now let's go look at the other stuff. Alright, now let's look at the stuff to why I think a lot of Aerith players are just not using her well. These simple moves right here that you probably buy and forget about in your tree here are very, very important because they give you back ATB when you hit an enemy with it. And it pairs up really, really well when you put on your materia and equipment here with your skill master. Because, as you can see right there, you get a large ATB increase when you use 3 types of combo attacks. So you use an ATB command here. And let me show you here. Combat settings. This is why I have stuff like the Heat Wave and Cold Front on. So I can just toss out 2 of these moves, then use a Transcendence. Bam, I save myself an ATB and I can throw on another move. But you need 1 ATB to get them out though, so always be cautious of that. And then Gorgon Shield. That's another big one that I wanted to show you guys, especially in that video, is that, bang, Aerith can parry a lot of attacks. Can't parry grabs though, so keep that in mind. Now I want to go over the importance of using Gorgon Shield and those little purple skills I showed earlier to actually work with Aerith's ATB. So now if I use a little heat wave, see I got ATB back. Use Gorgon Shield, it basically gives you a full ATB back from using it. Now that I've done that and I got the Skill Master material on, I can use a move like Transcendence. Bam, I got my Skill Master activated. Now I can use this. He hits me again. And I get my full ATB back right there. And even more, if more stuff hits your shield, then you'll get more ATB back. So that's pretty nice. So now that I use those other skills, I can throw down an Arcane Ward. I have a lot of ATB still, because I got my Skill Master. I can do it again. Think. Now he's going to come at me with an attack here. I'll block it again with the Gorgon Shield. Ah, he hit me, unfortunately. And now I can be here in the ward. Need a fire. Damn, I still got a lot of ATB. So, if you use this with your different skills, then you'll always have enough ATB with Aerith, which is really nice. Use a Gorgon Shield again. See how he missed that one? He has to hit the shield for it to give me back the ATB. So that's also really important. Now I can also use something like a Sonic Boom. Bam. Just remember to change up your 3 skills. Remember you can warp. Bang, bang. Easy. So just, yeah, make sure you're using your Skill Master really well with your Gorgon Shield and your purple skill materia, not materia, but the purple skills you get, the easy master ones, and you'll be doing good. Okay, what I showed earlier, now I want to really emphasize on it. If you hit more than one thing with these moves, you're getting all your ATB back. And you can just spam the ever-living crap out of it. Now, you see now there's only one of them. You see how he's kind of freaking out up there? Because I used the ice move, the ice front, this move right here.
Feeling chilly?
They get a little twitchy. It's not doing any damage to them, but a little ice residue kind of leaves them there.
Moving on then.
Alright, now let's show off like how, like little stuff like pressuring somebody.
You're burning up.
Like if he gets pressured, I can pull up a pretty cool little move here with Aerith. So just go into pressure him real quick.
Too much?
And you get up into him, give him this, you know, start acting like this. So some of them have some pretty cool little effects. So you can test it out. Even big monsters get affected by it. Okay, fun thing you can also do with Yuffie here is you can use both of these guys, Skill Master and ATB Assist. Works really good with her. And then also the auto unique. I'll be showcasing that here in a little video. ATB boost as well. And also with Aerith, having her with an auto unique works out pretty darn good if you don't want to keep switching over to her character to have her just nuke shit. Okay, now let's focus on Yuffie having the ATB, because her thing is, so she's going to have Skill Master on, and now you see how she had auto unique, her AI is automatically going to throw out the shuriken, so you don't need to worry about throwing it out yourself. The AI is going to do it, so Yuffie isn't just rushing into your enemies like an idiot. Now, you want to always, give her the ATB ward, and then also give Aerith the ATB ward. Now, they use one ATB move, right? Now, instead of just always hopping around like this, you can also do these moves now. And it'll still give back ATB, and then you notice Yuffie has her stuff. So right now we're just going to use a Rancid Breath on him, just to use up Aerith's ATB. Nah, he hit me with that. That's stupid. But oh well. Now, you see how he's too far away? Think? Still giving back ATB to Aerith. Think? Still doing it. Now we do this twice. Massive, because you got the ATB boost with Yuffie. Now you see Aerith's far away from this guy. What she's gonna do is gonna use her warp and go straight into her ward there. Once I give her this map, I'm gonna wait for him to attack him. Now we use it. She's gonna warp into her ward and use it because I got auto unique on her too. Bink, bang, bam. It's just a lot of fun. And yeah, so equipping the auto unique and the skill master on Yuffie really helps out with getting back ATB back. So it's just like a little extra battery for him. Also, another little fun little starter is for Yuffie to use ATB boost while she's in the ATB ward. Now watch Aerith's ATB when Yuffie uses this ATB boost. Okay, just a little extra ATB boost in there besides just using this move. Just a little extra thing so that, you know, Yuffie can also be max ATB. That's it right there. It's a little extra. Okay, fun thing if you're using Yuffie and you don't have like the ATB ward with Aerith, you can equip her with the Speed Demon keychain, and basically all her abilities are basically going to give her back ATB. You know, what you want to do is cast a haste on her, the time materia, and then use one of these abilities, the weapon ability ATB recovery. Now it comes on the Fuma Shuriken and also the Savage Dagger here. And yeah, I'll showcase it right now. Alright, now let's showcase Yuffie's ATB potential. Now what we're going to do, you need to see, watch your ATB bar. I don't have haste on, so it's actually using it up. So, let's throw on haste on her. Now she can do this infinitely. You know, give her back ATB. If you have your skill master on, then you can just cast out spells and stuff without worrying about your ATB being a problem. And you can escape like big moves like this without a worry in the world. Just give this to his mouth here. And bam. Since we're doing like the skill master, he can just post out spells and stuff like that like crazy. Now if you use up a skill master and you're not ready for it, you gotta make sure you always have your ATB up. And you start hopping around again. That's how you build it up. Now, as you can see here, she's built up. She only needs one more move. You can cast out another spell. That's out the little fire. Her abilities. Now she can use her max banishment. And watch the damage when I use this banishment here.
Now I'm ready to rumble.
5,700. Not bad, right? Now, since we used that one move, her banishment is 0. So we're going to throw out some stuff. Let's see what builds it up. So Shooting Star does. The Art of War we'll come back to because we really want that. We can throw out this. We can throw out a blind side, I think. Built it up to 2. Use a spell. Okay. Build up the ATB real quick. Start hopping around. Abilities, so she's at halfway there. No. Okay, let's start another haste. Build up the ATB. Abilities. Use an Art of War just for the hell of it. Where's she at now? So she needs one more. So we're just gonna... So now she's got the max. Now if we notice, remember, we had did 5,700, right? So now we're going to do another Art of War into the move. And watch how much more damage it's going to do. 8,000. Pretty damn big difference, right? So remember, if you're going to pop out moves, spells, or anything else like that, just throw out an Art of War first, and it'll amplify the next damage for the next ATB move. And it'll be anything from a spell to any of your abilities, really. And yeah. That's Yuffie pretty quick there if you're ever struggling playing with her. Just a few tips for you there. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I'm just going to cover Aerith and Yuffie. There's a lot of stuff to cover, you know, especially if I'm going to go through individual characters. But yeah, there's more. Definitely with Tifa, ATB loops, you know, so she can always be using ATB all the damn time. Red 13, great limit break builder. Cloud, he's got some really cool stuff with all this. Yeah, all of them do. Especially with Kate Sith, he can be another ATB battery like Yuffie, but he has to play up close, and sometimes it can be a bit annoying. So it's always Yuffie's always the best for ATB battery for the party. But yeah, Kate Sith also has a really good ability to do it. So even Barrett, but he's not as good as these guys here. But yeah, that's it. That's all I'll cover for now. And yeah, take care, y'all. Have a wonderful day.